back here. I will be back here, and I will be back with another vengeance.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds. We'll get over this. We'll be fired up for next year.
Garoppolo has time, stands in, going deep, going for it all, and it's caught for the touchdown! On fourth down, Deebo Samuel for 6. Garoppolo's got all day. He's going to launch it deep down the field, going for it all, and getting it! Emmanuel Sanders, not touched, still on his feet, inside the 10, and he scores! 75-yard bomb from Jimmy Garoppolo to Emmanuel Sanders. Wilson, pressure off the edge, releases it, and it is intercepted by Greenlaw. Dre Greenlaw now on the return. As he's still on his feet with blockers in front, Dre Greenlaw down the sideline. Can you believe this?
Smells like football, baby.
Pass is caught. Kittle breaks one tackle. Another. Wow, what a touchdown for George Kittle. Goff throws and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Warner. Fred Warner for the touchdown. Jeff Wilson has come in at running back. Garoppolo's throw is caught by Jeff Wilson. He's going to score a touchdown for the 49ers.
And the pass is going to be picked off by Bosa. Nick Bosa. Can't bring him down till he gets to the 8-yard line. Wow.
Now Evans in the slot. Winston picked off. It is Richard Sherman, who did not have an interception last year, and he returns it all the way for a 49ers touchdown, 32-yard.
Garoppolo fires. It is caught. Still on his feet is Kittle with a big play. And the stiff arm. George Kittle. Flags fly. He's down to the 30. What a run by George Kittle. Taking on everybody.
I'm a pumpy cut forever.
Feels great, baby.
Yes, this is Raw. This is the Gold-Blooded Podcast. This is what we do. It's snowing out. It's fucking weird. It was 70 degrees 2 days ago. Niners beat the Chargers. A lot of weird shit we have to discuss tonight. Everybody. I am Joe, joined by Rob. Welcome to the Gold-Blooded Podcast. All right. How you doing tonight, Bob?
Pretty good.
Some things to discuss. I did something weird. I had the kid that lives above me down to watch the game with me Sunday night. So more or less a total stranger and a date came down to my apartment to watch the game with Jessica and I.
How did your life get to that point?
Well,
You were just like, hi, neighbor. Want to come watch the game?
Well, he moved in I don't know, 8 months ago, whatever. And every time we've ever discussed anything in passing, we've always been we've had the same vibe, you know what I mean? Spent stoner type, I guess you could say. And then he does way spent stuff. He locks himself out of his apartment all the time. So I keep a key to his apartment to let him in.
Okay.
He doesn't even know me. He's like, I just feel safer knowing you have it. How the fuck, you don't know who the fuck I am? Okay. So then we were just, I'll text him hey dude, you left your car door open all night or your whatever. The other night I found the girl that he was banging, she left her trunk open all night. So I texted him at 6 a.m. Hey man, just so you know, I shut this trunk. I don't know why it was open. So through that, we've texted and developed a bit of a, rapport. And, yeah, he came over. He brought a girl that wasn't very exciting, but he admitted that as much.
It's always interesting to me because my life would never get to that.
That you would make friends with someone?
That a stranger that lived upstairs from me would be watching a 49er game in my house with me.
Yeah, I hear you.
It just would never reach that point. I'm not saying either one's better. I'm just saying that there's no way my life ever ends up there. Like, it just doesn't happen in my world.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And it's a personality thing, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like I was talking with the other guy that works here, and he ends up in these conversations with people, and I'm like, there's no way that ever happens. It just doesn't go there with me. It's like I put up a wall quicker or something, See,
that's the odd thing, because like when I'm in public, I'm almost unreasonably like.
Yeah, no, you want to slit someone's throat because they fucking pulled into a parking spot that you thought was yours.
Right.
But you want to make friends with the fucking creep upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an interesting specimen.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's for sure.
It was.
You have very hippie morals and beliefs in some ways, and then very aggressive in other ways.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting mix.
Part of like that I think came from, and I've been thinking about this bizarrely a lot lately. I don't know why, but a lot of that came from when I dated Lindsay. Like she had that.
She instilled the hippie in you?
That was like the energy that she just lives with,
Interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, we lived together for 2 years, I don't know. Fuck do I know?
That's interesting.
So I watched the game with a total stranger.
Yeah.
But he's a Giants fan, a football fan, so it was, but he was there.
They were on a bye, right?
No, they played the Texans.
Oh, so yeah, they were on a bye.
Exactly. They got a W. So he was just like a conscientious supporter at that point. Like, he wanted to. So obviously he left at the end of the third quarter. Because he's like, I know the fourth quarter is probably going to be stressful for you, so I'll leave that to you. Like, he was like, he picked up on social cues. Like, it was good. He was, again, we're on the same wavelength type of dude. So that was nice. The game was a little sketchy in the first half, but I didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt like the players looked completely comfortable in the game. Like, they're going to, I felt like they were going to get it done. There were some things that obviously I didn't like, but I'll tell you one thing about this game. The 49ers are fucking lucky that the Chargers dropped like 6 passes in the first half.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Like, that's a wild thing. They dropped a lot of passes.
Well, 4 of their top 5 wide receivers are out.
I mean, what are they, the only other more injured team than the Niners? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Well, whatever. Like, my heart's not going to be hurt because somebody's got some injuries, Like, we've fucking lived on that for fucking 8 years.
Yeah, and this game would have been much harder if they didn't have them. But this team has also shown that it plays harder against better. So who the fuck knows? Right.
Yeah.
Well, all they could play is the team that showed up, and they beat them.
That's it. That's all you can do. And it doesn't matter how you get it done. What's the
the problem to me, the glaring problem to me was red zone.
Agreed. It was
field goals instead of touchdowns.
Total stall.
It is another NFL football team.
Yeah.
And like an NFL football team can have a good day any day. Just like the Falcons did when we played them, and just like we've done in the past when we were terrible. And just like the Commanders last night beat the Eagles.
And
like that shit happens.
I think
we had nearly 400 yards of offense.
Somebody in the press conferences, I was half asleep when I listened to them, but somebody said, like, this is kind of the style of game that the Chargers play. Like, they give up a lot of yards per carry, but when they get their back to the wall, like, they don't give up a lot of points. They're a good red zone defense, apparently. Whatever. Not making excuses.
We had, like I said, 387
Brandon
yards.
Ayuk dropped a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, that was not Jimmy's fault.
Absolutely. And his fumble wasn't his fault either, but that ended a drive that was going well.
Right. That was early.
That was luck, yeah.
That was early.
But that was another big drive that ended abruptly.
Yeah.
And the field goals instead of touchdowns. I mean, we 100% dominated the game.
Agreed, yes. There's not much, no disagreeing with that.
What kept the game close and kept them in the lead was they had really good third downs.
Yep.
In the beginning, they were really strong with that. That's how the game started. And their defense was great when it got in the red zone. And we just kept plugging.
Can I tell you something that I heard in the press conferences, the Kyle Shanahan presser, that almost made me toss off? No major injuries to report. And that's the second straight week that he said that exact phrase, and it makes me horny. It makes my...
Our only injury happened during warm-ups.
Who was it?
Danny Gray.
Yes. I want to speak on this now. Nice throw and catch on the Ray McLeod. Big play there. That was a nice big play. Another thing I want to say.
And that was off schedule. That wasn't part of the reads.
Okay. Is that your computer talking?
Something's playing on me.
Right? I just want to make sure it's not me. It's not me.
Something's playing in my headphones. I don't know why.
We've got technical
ESPN can literally suck my dick.
They're really aggressive. I saw.
Like, why is that?
You go up, it's right there.
Like, why would that play if I don't fucking play?
I don't know. It's not nice.
I fucking hate these websites. Sorry.
Number 15, Juwan Jennings is a fucking third down machine. Huh? That guy's dick swings big on third down.
Yeah, part of me, like, after the first one, I was like, does nobody watch film? Like, this is what this guy does. But then I realized the reason he does it is because they're covering George and Debo and Ayuk. That's why. Like, what are you going to leave those guys open to cover Juwan Jennings? It's pick your poison is the problem.
It is, and Juwan Jennings is just going to keep getting third downs.
Yeah, what happens is when we go to those empty back sets, because it's a throwing down on third down, they just can't cover everyone, and they have to choose. And if you put 5 eligibles out there, and it's Debo, George, Ayuk, Jennings, and then pick your other one, whether it's Mitchell or fucking McCaffrey or fucking Juszczyk or whoever it is.
There's so many even Dwelly.
Then
you know what I mean?
Jennings is going to be the lowest man, so that's the one they leave with single coverage, and
fuck it.
He's gonna beast.
Fuck it.
That one he caught and got the first down was even hornier. He broke some tackles on that one.
He had 3 noticeable big third downs, if I recall.
I love it.
I do. He's a big time player.
Coming out of half, that first drive was, they call it a pass, short left to McCaffrey, but it was a toss basically. Basically just 6 or 8 runs right down their fucking throat. That's how the 49ers play football.
Yes,
and getting back to that was amazing.
And then it opens up the ability to throw a pass if you need, you know what I mean? An intermediate pass, a long pass, any fucking thing.
It was also awesome to see Mitchell play as well as he did.
Oh, that was bonkers. I did not expect that. I did not expect him. But I do like how Kyle didn't shy away from giving him the ball because he had the hot hand.
Yep. Just because McCaffrey gets more money or is a bigger name.
Don't fucking matter. Debo had some runs. I didn't realize he had those numbers.
He had a couple of runs again where they look like they got him stopped short and he just spins out of it.
Yeah. I love it. I didn't realize they targeted him 6 times in the pass game, but what are you going to do? Brandon Ayuk continues just to be the guy. I mean, I know he had a fumble and he dropped a touchdown, but he's putting up a lot of yards, man. He's got to be averaging 75 yards a game.
It's good stuff. It's a good game out of Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, George has been quiet, but when we need him, he's there. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Defense was just a little weird in the beginning, but again, here they are holding a team to 16 points. This is a pretty good offense, is my understanding, right?
Yeah. Bosa got his sack.
Bosa did get his sack. What's he
4 hits on the QB.
He was
3 tackles for a loss.
Bob, did you hear the soundbite of him saying he said something like "sack-a-doodle-doo, baby." You didn't hear
No,
this?
but that's amazing.
Oh, I gotta find it. Yeah,
That's pretty incredible. Jordan Willis had a great game. First game back off of IR.
Yes, that guy is fucking awesome.
He had a sack, tackle for a loss, and 2 QB hits of his own.
I'm a big fan of that guy. Have been for a while.
Travarius Ward had a pretty good game. Huff was up and down. Huff gave up a touchdown, but had the interception at the end.
Yes. That's...
Steady Freddie. He played great, start to finish.
So tell me, Bob.
He had a great pass defended in coverage. He actually has 3 pass defended on his stat sheet, but he had a real big one right up the middle.
Oh, he says, that's a sack-a-rooney, baby. It's at the end of this. It's worth it. We'll just do this because we don't give a fuck here. We're watching Nick Bosa highlights.
That's a sackaroonie, baby.
That voice doesn't even sound like him. He always has that dry voice in every
Right.
presser.
That's Bosa's excited
Oh,
voice.
that's great. Did you see his mom with the handmade jersey?
Yes.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And she said she's rooting for the Niners since Joey wasn't playing.
Good answer.
Gotta love that.
Smart answer.
So, are you ready to get to the topic?
Well, I want to know, first of all, about the prediction. You won.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Was that what you were referring to?
No.
Okay. What's the topic?
The hot topic of the whole entire game.
Which was?
Dre Greenlaw.
Oh. Do we really have to comment on this?
So, here's my take.
Okay.
Without the ejection,
Yes.
take the ejection out of the equation.
Okay.
If that hit happens and we're on defense, I'm pissed that there's a flag.
Well, we were on defense.
Right.
Okay.
Same exact play happens,
Right.
and it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance.
Yes.
I'm screaming for a flag.
Right.
It's one of those plays that one side's not going to be happy no matter what happens.
Right.
Right? It's not a black and white. It is what it is. There's times when the hit gets called and we get pissed on defense. There's times when it doesn't get called, we get pissed on offense. It's just one of those plays. I don't agree with it even on that level, but I do understand that it's going to happen that way and it's going to get called. Hearing people say it's 100% obviously a penalty is mind-blowing to me because I don't know what else you can do. He led with his shoulder, turned his head out of the way, and the player moved, which caused him to hit helmet to helmet.
The player's path of direction, or the the path the player was taking, was altered by a third party.
And now if it is what it is. Again, if it's just 15 yards, I'm pissed. But it's 15 yards. It is what it is. It happens all the time. Again, I'd be happy if that same play happened the other way and we got the 15 yards, right?
I could take it. Yeah.
So one thing I have a major issue with is the referee puts his arm around Herbert to help him walk because he got rocked.
Right.
But doesn't make him go off the field. And then, as they're about to start the play, now somebody calls down and they take him off the field.
Right.
It's just more dog and pony show about caring about people's health. If they cared about his health, as soon as he got up, they would take him to the fucking blue tent.
They would have put his neck in a brace.
Immediately, they should have taken him over there.
Yeah.
And that ref knew that. Why he was going to let him get back and start a play because he felt like he was doing him a favor and not making him come out of the game or some shit. But if the play is that bad that it's helmet to helmet, then everybody's got to get fucking checked out.
If it's an ejectable play,
then how do you not get checked out?
Right.
It's insane to me.
And how do you not check out Greenlaw just all the same?
100%. But to eject him is mind-blowing to me.
It's egregious.
To say it's a one of two, like the next one you'd be ejected, makes sense to me. I'm okay with that. To say, I don't know what else, but it's mind-blowing to me that you can eject for that.
Yeah, so I'll take it a step further. If they hit a quarterback and if the Niners are on defense, they hit Herbert that hard, we get 15 yards. Not even that mad. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care. Like, good. He got his bell rung a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck him. Cunt. It's football. But the ejection was out. Again, I completely agree with what you say.
You know what makes
You got a warning. Next time you're gone, Papa.
What makes it worse is the explanation said after the play was over. That's insane. That's completely the most insane lie I've ever heard a referee tell on a microphone. How is the play over?
And
if you watch it in micro slow motion,
Right.
his knee technically touches down before he gets hit.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean the play's over. The momentum is carrying everybody at that point. Oh, look, his knee's down. You can't like turn your fucking body in the air and not hit him. It's really mind-blowing to me. I get like if they came out and said we stand by the call, it's a penalty, and he gets ejected for hitting him in the head. I can live with that, whatever. But don't tell me it was because it was after the play was over. That's just not true.
So my understanding was that call came from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking... They should know better. How do you look back at that?
Like it goes to the next level and it's fucked up.
How do you look... Like, yeah, the one place that they're supposed to be able to, like, decipher the bullshit, and they still fuck it up. Well, that's the NFL for you.
Well, and you know it's bad when Shanahan actually explicitly says so, because he never does.
Right.
He knows he's going to get in
take the high
trouble.
road.
And he said that the ejection blew his mind. That was his quote in the post game.
I agree.
Pretty fucking wild.
When I think about the players, oh, I get so horny, the beast of the week. Yes, I fucking do.
All right.
That's pretty good, right?
That was something.
That was so good. I'm impressed. And it came out of nowhere. It was erotic. What do you think there, erotic Bob?
Which side of the ball you want to start on?
Could you start introducing yourself as erotic Bob?
Sure.
Why do you think BBC didn't send his fucking pics in?
Because he doesn't care about this podcast. Because he has more important things like playing Stink Finger with Susie. He's got, I don't know. He just doesn't care anymore. I mean, you know, he impressed me driving down for the competition.
That was hardcore. Hats off.
But it's fucking Tuesday.
Erotic
like
Bob.
It's fucking Tuesday. This isn't rocket science.
We're going to call him erotic Bob.
If you can remember to get in your car and drive here every Tuesday, he can send a goddamn text.
I did it.
I mean, he could have tried to change his hours to be on this podcast if he cared.
I did it. I made it here.
Or at least suggested another day and time that he could do. It's clear to me that he has no desire to be a part of this podcast.
I'm having chest pains. I think my heart is broken.
Is this related to your whatever pains?
I don't know. Going down. I'm so dead.
Did those just go away, or are we still...
No.
How'd your blood panel go?
Never went.
How'd your doctor visit go?
No doctor.
Oh, you're really killing it over there.
There was never a doctor. There's never going to be. I don't. There was one doctor in the past 20 years that I'd like to see again. She stitched me up. She was a great lady.
Do you want to start on offense or defense?
Let's start on offense because I think it's going to be trickier.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a guy who takes a beating most times. The leader of this offense. The horsecock himself. Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
James Jimmy G. Garoppolo.
I like that. He was everything he needed to be.
Have you seen the clip of them at the Warriors game?
What about them?
It's Jimmy G.
Yeah, with CMC.
George Kittle.
Yeah.
Juszczyk.
Yeah.
And CMC.
Yes.
And the parade of the cheerleaders that all come up to Jimmy G to say hi
Oh.
and don't say a word
I did see
to
that.
everyone else.
Yes.
And George is trying to say hi to them and they just say hi to Jimmy and keep it moving.
Well, I mean, everybody knows George is married, Juszczyk's married.
I don't think that's got anything to do with it.
Well,
I think one of them had something with Jimmy G.
Oh.
And she brought her friends over to say hi. I think Jimmy G's slinging dick everywhere.
I mean,
remember the porn stars thing?
When my sister calls me and tells me your quarterback is a beautiful specimen,
I think he's slinging it everywhere.
You know his... Well, I think before I announce my Beast of the Week, I want to give a hats off Beast of the Week to Tom Brady for taking one 2 weeks in a row for the Niners and beating the Rams and Seahawks in consecutive weeks.
Attaboy.
That's it, Tommy. You'll get yours in a couple of weeks.
Also, when the Warriors announced their names, they fucking jacked up Juszczyk.
Oh, what'd they call him?
Juszczyk? Something like that. It was pretty bad.
Juszczyk.
Like, ask somebody, you fuck.
Yeah, how do you not
Just
know?
ask somebody. Just ask.
I'm going to go with the man. I'm going to go with Elijah Mitchell.
He was close for me.
To come back and have an 18 carry, 89-yard performance, it's nice. It's
Pretty
nice.
studly.
It's nice when things are nice.
4.9 yard average carry.
Jimmy G ran one in.
He did. It was a quarterback sneak. He had a bunch of quarterback sneaks this game.
Yeah, I'm not remember which one was that, Bob?
I don't know, but it was 4th and 1 or a goal, 3rd and 1 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Goal to go. I think it was the one where they got up fast. Maybe no, that was a different one. The one where they got up to the line fast and quick snapped it and got them offsides, but scored the touchdown anyway.
Yep.
That was a good one.
All right.
That was horny.
Defensive side of the ball, Bob or Rooney?
I'm gonna go with the man, Nicky Bose.
Nicky Bose. He slings that hog of his, let me tell you. I'm gonna go with can I see the stats?
Jimmy's touchdown was the last one before halftime. The one to make it 10.
The one they missed the extra point on. No, they made the extra
The one
point.
to make it 16-10.
Yeah, okay. Good
Or
deal.
13-10. Sorry.
Giddy up.
And you want the
defensive stats. I want to see if I'm missing anybody here. Oh, it's a no-brainer. Dre Greenlaw, all the way.
He had some good numbers for considering he left early.
Yeah, he had 6 solo sacks.
Tackles.
That'd be amazing. 3 sacks, huh? Who were the other ones? Bosa, Willis, and Menahue. Yeah, I'm going with Dre Greenlaw because he plays like he don't give a fuck. And hats off to Aziz. Had a nice game back helping him.
Yeah, it was cool that he was there to play with Greenlaw out.
Right.
Because that's where he got all his playing time last time.
Yes, sir.
It was good shit.
All right, Bob. What else we got to talk about here?
We haven't talked about the fact that poor Mr. Jason Verrett
Oh,
is season ending again.
that's
his second Achilles, and he's had 2 ACLs.
Do you just retire if you're him?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, you know the whole process better than anyone.
I mean, at this point,
You might as well try and get one more paycheck.
his job is to get paid and rehab, to get injured and rehab it over
It's
and
brutal,
over
man.
again for
It's
4
brutal.
years.
The whole team was fucked up over it.
Yeah, that's what they said. I was worried that might have fucked them up for this game.
That can go either way. You can play for them.
Right,
or,
I agree.
Yeah. Everyone else played in this game, though, except Eric Armstead. There's a chance he plays this week. I don't know. I keep hearing that, but who knows? And Danny Gray rolling his ankle before the game.
What about Kinlaw? Was he out there?
No.
Where's he?
He's not close from what I've heard. I don't like every other people you just keep hearing, like maybe this week, maybe next week. I haven't heard that about Kinlaw. If we get him back at all, it'd be surprising.
Poopy pants.
Armstead we will get back. It's just a matter of when.
That's good because he makes this defense, the defensive line, they go into like hyper mode with him. He is a force.
It was pretty wild to see the inactive list, and the only name that was like substantial was Armstead.
Yeah,
That was nice to see.
A different thing.
It was nice to see some of the guys that have been back also getting better. Like Trent Williams looked way better than he has.
Agreed. No, I don't think he had any penalties this game either.
Nope.
That's always
We
nice.
did have another defensive guy lining up in the fucking neutral zone.
Jordan Willis, right?
Always blows my mind.
Yes, agreed. I think a mention needs to be made about Bobby Gold.
Yeah.
Couple nice field goals there. Also, I've said this before, I want to say it again. The kid that does the returns this year is definitely, I think he's going to get one before the season's out.
Yeah. He looks good. He's got balls of steel, that kid.
He does. I would.
Oh, so glad I thought of this.
Oh, boy.
Did you watch the game on TV?
Yeah.
Did you watch with the announcers?
Yeah.
That fucking asshole, moron, idiot, dumbest person I've ever heard on a fucking football game. Terry McLaurin? Is that his name?
I don't know.
Or is that the wide receiver from... that's the wide receiver. Terry... commentator, maybe? Or is he the fucking rules analyst? Is the fucking... Not Bradshaw, you fucks. God damn it.
Do Sunday night...
Sunday night football cast. Think it'll give me everybody. It was Collinsworth and Michaels, and Sunday night football rules analyst. There we go. Terry McCall, so close to McLaurin. See that?
Okay, yeah, very good.
Is the dumbest fucking cunt alive.
On what explanation?
This man
did he fire
gets
you
paid
yes.
to analyze the rules of football.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, he does.
Mitch Wishnowski
Yes, sir.
punts the ball
Right.
to the 1 yard line.
Oh! Good. I'm glad you're going to talk about this. Go.
Where it is downed by Samuel Womack on the 1 yard line.
It's down the second he touches it, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
If your momentum carries you into the end zone as you catch the ball, it is then a touchback. So, for instance, if I'm running and I catch the ball over my shoulders like a wide receiver,
Yeah.
and I cannot stop my feet before I get to the end zone,
Right.
that's a touchback.
Yes.
If I'm standing on the 1 yard line and the ball is up over my head and the tips of my fingers, and as I stretch to grab it, that carries me over the line, that's a touchback. If I catch the ball with my back to the end zone and I'm not falling with the ball because of the momentum, that is not a touchback. This stupid cunt is going on and on and on about how it should not be down at the 1 and should be a touchback.
I was nervous because I didn't know.
But he's failing to mention the fact that in the replay they're watching, you can see the refs waving their arms and blowing the whistle.
The play was dead.
It's dead at that point, and he can step into wherever the fuck he wants to step into.
Right.
And if they didn't blow it dead, who's to say he would have done that?
Right. Right.
This stupid, useless cunt.
Oh, he was adamant.
That's all he
about it.
gets paid for. That's all he gets paid for. His whole job is to be the rules analyst.
He was adamant, and that's why I was like, "Fuck, maybe they're gonna get us." And then like the refs did huddle for the 2-minute warning, like right after.
and that's even worse. The idiots on the fucking show are like, "Oh, they're huddling. We've already run a play, you morons. You can't go back and fucking."
Yep.
What are they gonna say? That play's a do-over because it wasn't a fucking. What are you talking about?
No, I agree. It was not fun.
How much do you think he makes?
Oh my god, he's got to make. There you go.
That can't be him. NSA programmer?
No. Oh, maybe it is. Probably makes $250,000 a year for working part-time.
For being the worst ever.
Dude, they're all fucked. I can't. I hate it. If I didn't have guests over, I would not be listening to the games.
Like
that.
what the fuck?
All right, Bob. Well, anything else you want to say wrapping up the Chargers? I mean, other than fuck them? I mean, obviously we know that. I think it's great that the 49ers aren't hitting on all cylinders yet. Because, like, it just means that they have to keep working together. And they could come together as a cohesive unit. They could grow together. They could become one. And then they could take it. This is the season of destiny. I don't give a shit. Boys and girls, hug your loved ones close tonight. This is the season of destiny. I feel it in my little dick. We're doing it. Magic is going to happen this year. We're all going to get to see it. You're seeing it week in and week out. We're 5-4. tied for first. Right?
No, half game back.
We'll be tied for first next week. And our dicks will swing. What do you think about that?
That's something. Seahawks are on a bye this week, so if we win, we'll be tied with them, which gives us the tiebreaker.
Exactly. All right. I'm going to do the particulars. If you want to give us money, go to patreon.com/goldbuddedpodcast. We accept all denominations. goldbuddedpodcast@gmail.com. However you'd like to leave us a voicemail, whatever you can send us via email, send it on through. There's an Instagram, Gold Blooded Podcast, one word. However you listen to us, give us reviews. Last but not least, there is a business. It is located in the sleepy town of Middlebury, Connecticut. It is a tattoo shop. The name, Lucky Rose Tattoo. You should go there. You should get on an airplane, take a bus. There's probably a train that'll get you somewhat close. If you get to the state of Connecticut and you call me or send the podcast an email, I'll come get you, drop you off at the tattoo shop. LuckyRoseTattoo.BigCartel.com. Just get to the Connecticut border. I'll get you there. Getting home is on you, but I'll get you there. Anything else you want to say in this episode, Bob?
Sure don't.
I don't either. I have to drive home in the blizzard, so we're going to go. We'll be back for episode 2.